It's good, bro. You the old guy now. That's crazy. Hey, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's 4 rounds left. You've lost every single one of them. You've lost every single round. This could be a legacy ender, AJ.
The boxing community erupted with reaction following the high-stakes clash between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. The debate heading into the fight split cleanly down the middle. One side backed the obvious choice, Joshua's physical advantages, championship resume, and long track record of knockouts. The other, smaller but far more vocal group argued that Paul represented something different, Not a novelty act, but volatile unknown capable of changing the fight with a single well-timed strike. Predictably, most seasoned observers in the betting markets sided with Joshua, while a scattering of notable fighters and contrarian commentators leaned into the possibility of disruption. That strange mix of voices is what gave the build-up its edge. Former champions issued cautionary takes. Podcast hosts sounded genuinely uneasy, and online personalities threw money and pride behind upset predictions. It made the lead-up feel charged and unpredictable, more like a real contest than a manufactured promotion. Veteran trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas approached the matchup in his characteristically direct manner. He didn't frame Paul as a gimmick, nor did he crown him a favorite. Instead, Atlas focused on practical risks, how Paul's awkward timing and unconventional movement could pose problems for a heavyweight accustomed to traditional rhythms. As always, Atlas spoke less about choosing sides and more about identifying danger zones, reinforcing the idea that this fight carried more complexity than the odds alone suggested.
Bet, it's a money grab. There's no doubt about that, but it's real too. We think it is anyway. And I have no reason to think it isn't, although I wouldn't be responsible if I didn't throw that.
Joe Rogan, speaking from a platform that shapes much of the modern conversation around combat sports, took an unusually protective tone when discussing the matchup. He described the fight as one of the wildest proposals he'd encountered and repeatedly stressed the danger Joshua brings. The kind of knockout force that can abruptly end a bout or alter a career. Rogan balanced respect for Paul's ambition with a clear-eyed warning about the cruelty of the heavyweight class. Rather than predicting an upset, his message functioned as a safety notice. Statistics and odds can point one way, but in boxing, a single clean punch can erase all calculations.
One punch.
Tyson Fury's take landed in an unexpected place. Known as much for showmanship as provocation, Fury aligned himself with the contrarian edge of the debate. He openly suggested that Paul possessed a kind of singular punch capable of flipping the script, even joking about staking money on the upset. That mattered less because Fury can defy statistics, and more because he represents an internal barometer of heavyweight legitimacy. When someone of his stature signals caution, it effectively translates to a simple message: dismiss the underdog at your own risk. Alexander Usyk, by contrast, offered restraint rather than drama. His comments carried respect without indulgence, reinforcing the reality that elite heavyweight experience is rarely overcome cleanly. Usyk didn't chase a headline or an upset prediction. Instead, he grounded the conversation in skill accumulation and the difficulty of bridging reputational and technical gaps at the highest level. It was a kind of measured perspective that quietly strengthens the case for Joshua without inflaming the debate. Amir Khan approached the fight from a broader cultural angle. To him, the matchup symbolized a verdict on the influencer-driven boxing wave itself. Khan argued that a decisive Joshua stoppage would represent more than a win. It would draw a firm boundary between traditional heavyweight development and accelerated, attention-based entry into the sport. His stance was emphatic and unapologetic, framed as a defense of boxing's established pathways rather than a commentary on hype or revenue. Dana White weighed in with characteristic bluntness. From his vantage point as a long-time fight promoter, the matchup struck him as dangerous rather than romantic. He anticipated Joshua's size and seasoning becoming overwhelming factors, and his warning carried the weight of someone who has seen mismatches produce lasting consequences. White's view wasn't rooted in narrative intrigue. It was grounded in risk assessment. David Haye provided one of the more thought-provoking dissenting opinions. As a former heavyweight champion, his willingness to entertain the possibility of an upset drew attention. Haye pointed to Paul's composure in previous outings and the unpredictability that sometimes accompanies less conventional fighters. His argument wasn't framed as inevitability, but as possibility, an acknowledgement that unorthodox paths can still intersect with opportunity. Michael Bisping closed the circle with concern rather than prediction. Drawing on his own experience in combat sports, he questioned not who might win, but what the cost could be. His comments shifted the focus from spectacle to consequence, reminding audiences that nights like this can shape or shorten careers. In that framing, the fight stopped being a curiosity and became a reminder of what's truly at stake when reputations collide in the ring.
to hide because Anthony Joshua is out there saying that he's going to kill Jake Paul. And a lot of people have come out of the woodworks. They're talking a lot of crap. Tyson Fury, number one.
You big bum, useless tosser. Get up, and I can't wait if Jake Paul knocks your spark out, you big bum.
Anthony Joshua said that he will kill Jake Paul. He will kill someone in the ring if he can kill them. He's a respectful guy. He was raised by a good family. But if he can kill...
Paulie Malignaggi offered what sounded like a verdict from boxing's old guard, direct and unsentimental. He acknowledged Paul's technical growth, but made it clear that stepping in with motivated, experienced heavyweight is an entirely different challenge. His assessment balanced credit with caution, stressing that Joshua's pressure and power represent dangers Paul hasn't consistently faced at the highest level. When Malignaggi talks about timing, defense, and head movement, his words carry weight. Shaped by years in the ring and lessons learned the hard way, that framing drew attention because it sounded both like storytelling and strategy. With enormous money involved, narratives tend to sharpen, and Hearn's comments function as both forecast and sales pitch. That's where we'll leave it for today. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and until next time.